Hello and welcome to beautiful Shea Stadium in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. My name is Jack Schauer and I'm here with Thomas Hall, and we have a great matchup tonight as two of the top lacrosse teams in the state clash together. It's Mountain Vista versus Regis Jesuit, and we have a great game in store. So Thomas, what are your keys to the game tonight?
Well, for Regis, it's going to be keeping the ball on the offensive side. Mountain Vista really does a good job in controlling the midfield. And if Regis can control it on their offensive side and can maintain the game, Regis is going to come out with a W tonight. And for Mountain Vista, like I said, control the midfield, win the midfield battle. Do not let Regis possess the ball in their offensive side.
And really, Vista's had almost 2 weeks now since they had a game. They were supposed to play Cherry Creek last week. That game got rescheduled and is now being played Saturday. So, really, they've been out of kind of game situations for a while. So it should be interesting to see how they play, without that kind of experience. They've played two actual full regular season games. They had a scrimmage in Texas as well as a game. But Regis, they have 5 games under their belt already against all very good teams. They've played Torrey Pines, the Costa Canyon, both out of California. They've already played Cherry Creek. So, really, they've played a lot of these really good teams in the state and even the nation. So, really, it's going to be, I think, an uphill battle here for Vista tonight.
It's almost like Mountain Vista is starting their season now.
Yeah, rather than starting it 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago when everyone else did. And really, in that the official game, I guess, in Texas against number 3 Highland Park, Vista did a very poor job on offense. They only scored 4 goals. They lost that game 13-4. And really just kind of speaking with the team and players on the team, what it sounds like happened is that it was a fairly tight game, but their defense was just on the field the whole time and was playing defense the whole time. So they just kind of got tired out, and then eventually Highland Park just kind of took over and just scored. Alrighty, so taking the face-off for Mountain Vista will be Landon Nolta, and for Regis Jesuit it will be Joe Castle.
Mountain Vista really needs to win the face-offs in this game. They haven't been really doing very well in face-offs this season, and that's going to be a key game to control the midfield.
All right, and we are underway here. Mountain Vista versus Regis Jesuit. Nolta will lose control of the faceoff. Looked like he won it, and so Regis will be on the attack early. Shot in. Good save there by Jonah Hirschhorn. That was Jake Taylor there on the shot.
Good to see your goalie, Jonah Hirschhorn, there with a quick save. Glad to see that he's awake early in the game.
Yes. All right, so VistaNow will take it onto the Regis side of the field. Taking it up for them will be G.J. Surdock, the sophomore, played on varsity last year. Ward with it, freshman. Jake Ward still handling the ball. Vista trying to set up their offense. Ward's going to try and create an opportunity here. Gives it back to the X position behind the net. Looks like that is Jake Govett wearing the number 2 jersey for Mountain Vista. Behind the net with the ball is McFarland. McFarland's going to come up to the front. He'll just get absolutely body slammed there by 2 Regis defenders.
Really need to work on that ball movement there on that play. Can't really force anything.
Yep. And so speaking of the 2 jersey there, as previously mentioned, Jake Govett usually wears 44, but so many players on this team this year all wanted to wear number 2 because it was Herman's jersey that the team and the captains agreed to make number 2, who the best player in practice that week will be the deserving of wearing number 2.
Yeah, it's a real honor to wear that number.
So Regis working behind the net. Gives it a little jump shot there, way over the head. That was Nick Ringhofer. And so Regis will get the ball on the inbound.
And this is not what Mountain Vista wants right now, is Regis to control the ball in the attacking part of the field. This is very dangerous right now for Mountain Vista.
Alec Breeden working with the ball. He's going up against Jack McFarland. Slips and falls. McFarland doesn't get his opportunity to scoop that ball up. Dropped pass there from Joe Castle. Castle with the ball back again. Regis working back behind the net again. Vista not giving him any room, though, to sneak in the front. Good pass there, and ooh, shot from looked to be Jake Taylor yet again.
You know, I think Hirschhorn got a piece of that ball too.
It was a great pass there from Ringhofer. Taylor kind of looked a little bit surprised to get it almost, but then just kind of took the shot that he had. Bounce shot there coming in from Regis, no good. Anders Eriksson on that shot. Ringhofer behind the net again for Regis. Gets his pick. Gonna work up towards the top. Castle with it again. Castle to Breenden.
Mountain Vista's defense is doing a really good job right now of not allowing any good, clean shots. They're contesting every single player that has a ball.
Really, I mean, oh.
As I say that, commentator's curse.
Commentator's curse there. Anders Eriksson scores that was Jake Taylor scores the first goal of the game there for Regis, and really up until that point, Vista was playing great defense.
Yeah, this is not what Mountain Vista wants. You do not want to allow Regis to pass the ball, get them set up, and allow for that open shot on the goalie.
And I mean, really, we have 9:05 left here in the first, and really, Mountain Vista was just on defense almost the whole time there. I mean, you can't do that. Your defense is just going to tire out way too quickly.
Not against Regis when their top goal scorer has 18 goals and their second leading scorer has 10 goals. So it's a very dangerous team with a lot of firepower.
Nolto back out for the faceoff for Mountain Vista. Fight for the ball here at the 30-yard line. Regis wins it. And so it'll be Taylor with the ball. He just scored. Taylor going to now approach up midfield. Of Simon May working against him. Regis working behind the net yet again. Eriksson with the ball. Regis working back towards the midfield a little more now. Breenden with it. He's going to work towards the front. Long shot there from Bo Oshag Hennessy. Bo Oshag Hennessy. Wow. Long name there, but either way it goes right past Jonah Hirschhorn, and yet again, Vista they can't get the ball off their side of the field.
That's two wide open shots right in front of goal. I don't care what kind of goalkeeper you are. Jonah's a Utah commit, and no goalkeeper is going to save that ball.
Very tough shots there for a goalkeeper to save, and I mean, just looking down on the field right now, you can see that the Mountain Vista defense is pretty tired out.
They look confused against this Regis attacking.
Really, Vista needs to win the ball here at the midfield and try and get something going. Noto wins the faceoff this time. Trying to look for an open option. Passes it downfield. Lindauer with it. It'll be a behind the back check, cross check there. And so Regis will go man down now. And so this is really the opportunity Mountain Vista was looking for.
Yeah, get them set up here on our attacking side. Let our attackmen work here and control the clock a little bit. Take advantage of this opportunity.
And so Regis chooses to send Ringhofer off the field. Vista with the ball now. Govett has it. Gives it a cross over to McFarland. Now behind the net to Jake Ward. Ward back to Govett. Govett's going to take a shot here and just missed it wide to the left. There's a good opportunity there from Govett. Didn't quite hit it on target. But Vista will maintain possession.
Yeah, defender Dom Mata there for Regis did a really good job cutting off the angle of the near post of Jake Govett, forcing that ball wide.
Dom Mata as well, a Utah lacrosse commit.
Yeah, funny.
Five Utah commits on the field here.
Roommate with opposing goalkeeper Jonah Hirschhorn.
They've been playing together since they were about 7 years old. Govett now takes a great shot there. Really used his big frame to wiggle himself some room, and great shot there from Jake Govett.
Yeah, all Mount Vista really needs to do is just get the ball into their side of the field. Our attackmen are very good. We move the ball around very well. Jake Govett puts it back there, but first opportunity of the game, and they need to capitalize on more of those.
So really that's what Vista needed there, was just to get the ball on the Regis side of the field and just create their own opportunity there.
That's going to be the challenge tonight, is to really dispossess Regis of the ball, because they're a really good job of maintaining the ball for a better portion of the half.
Tested face-off yet again. Be a whistle blown. It'll be a hold on Regis, so it'll be Mountain Vista ball. Good job there by Landon Nolta to really create some havoc in there.
That's 2 in a row for Nolta. Turning the sides here in this game early in the first quarter.
It's a good sign to see. Ward with the ball now at the 40-yard line. Gives over to McFarland. McFarland going to shorten the gap, gives it to Govett behind the net. Govett going to try and create himself an opportunity, whips a shot and just spikes that one straight in the ground.
That one's not going to feel too good for the defender, Regis defender there.
Yeah.
You're going to feel that one in the morning.
So McFarland will get the ball here for Vista. Vista going to try and set up a play. Currington set up the pick and then moved away from it. Ward with it. Over to Bonjean. Bonjean working in now. Bonjean, one-handed shot. Scores that one. Wow. Great job there by Griffin Bonjean.
Great penetration there by Griffin Bonjean there. Put it like bulldodge, I think it was,
Yeah.
on the defender, and just went right by him with a one-handed.
One-handed shot there. Just kind of snuck that one right past Charlie Malay.
Yeah, another one of those Utah commits. Utah showing out tonight.
Yeah. Excuse me, it was Matt McCarthy that was in net.
See if Nolta here for Mount Vista can win this faceoff.
6:20 left now in the first. Tied up 2-2. Nolta really working hard for that one and wins another faceoff. 3 in a row here for Landon Nolta. Dropped pass though. This is going to have to work with their clear now.
That's another note for Mount Vista. They've had a really hard time this year with clears. They have a really young defense, and communication might not be there quite yet early in the season.
May with the ball. Working against Jake Taylor. It'll be a whistle blown, and it'll be offsides. Mountain Vista.
There's another one of those communication issues there.
Just a silly penalty that doesn't need to happen.
Needed an attackman to come back on the other side of the half to avoid that offsides.
So Regis will get the ball now. All tied up. Erickson with the ball. He's got Jack Lindauer trailing him. Gives it up over to Denon. Denon to Castle. Regis kind of working it like clockwork here, just kind of going around the net almost.
Yeah, really trying to play at their own pace. Slow the game down a little bit.
And this will be a great shot there from Babcock.
Yeah, it was
Babcock,
a weird angle.
It was a weird angle, and I mean, really Simon May was right on top of him. That shot misses wide to the right from Ringhofer.
Yeah, that was good there by Jake Ward, freshman, playing defense there on number 15. Jake Ringhofer, sorry, excuse me if I pronounced that wrong.
And that time Regis scores now. And so it will be Will Denon that takes the lead here for Regis with 5 minutes left in the first.
Another point-blank shot, wide open on net. Can't have that if you're Mount Vista. That was a runner that ran freely, straight through the defense.
Straight through the defense, yep. Can't let that happen. So Nolta and Castle will come back out for the faceoff, 3-2. Regis up.
It seems like Mount Vista's having a really hard time communicating on slides for the defense. They're not really telling each other which defender needs a slide, or a middy's not staying with one of the players with the ball, so really need to start talking a little more.
So Nolta's face-off streak here of 3 in a row comes to an end. As Castle wins that one. Jake Taylor with it, working against May. Looked like it was supposed to be a pass, but I don't think him and whoever it was intended to were on the same page. Looked like it was Will Denon as well as Patrick Rowe that were on the inside there. Ooh, pass nearly goes over Jonah Hirschhorn's head. Palin Brooks was the man throwing that one. Ward nearly loses control but gains it.
Yeah, that is a big dude to be all the way up there at half field.
And so we will have a timeout. Mountain Vista, that's probably a good timeout there for Mountain Vista. A little bit of a miscommunication and some bad passing there nearly cost them a turnover.
That's the clear there for Mountain Vista. It's been a little sketchy this year, so. But no, Mountain Vista really needs this timeout. They had a rough start there at the beginning, came back for a little bit, and I don't know what to describe it. The loss of words for a second. The momentum, excuse me, for Regis was back on their side, so good timeout there.
It was kind of back and forth there to start the game. I mean, Regis came off the bat with 2 quick goals within 40 seconds of each other. And then Vista came back right after that, scored 2 to tie it up, and then Regis just took the lead again.
Yep.
All right, so coming out of the timeout here, Vista will have the ball on the Regis side of the field. Going to see if they can tie this one up here with 4:20 left. Ward with the ball. Or sorry, not Ward. McFarland with the ball. Gives it to Currington. Currington, the only player on the Mountain Vista attack that is not committed other than freshman Jake Ward.
Which is honestly surprising.
The starting attackman,
Yeah.
I should say.
Oh,
Great defense there by Joe Currington to try
Lowering
and
the
keep
boom
possession. And now we'll have timeout Regis.
Joe Corrington there bullying the Regis player.
Regis was trying to get the clear off, and Currington just came in there like a freight train. Great defense there from an attackman. You know, this timeout a little more questionable, I think, for Regis than Mountain Vista's was. I mean, they were about to go on a little bit of a fast break there.
Yeah, we just had a timeout too, probably 10 seconds ago, so it's a bit questionable. But you know,
a little quick. But
Regis coach saw the need for it, so he called it. Not sure why he called it, but he did. That's why he's coaching and I'm not.
Exactly. You know, when you make it to the semifinal or the final every year in the lacrosse,
Pretty good.
I think it's all right if you call a timeout. All right, so we're about to come back out of the timeout again. Regis will have the ball this time. 3:49 left in the first. Brendan will take the ball. Breeden, I should say. Take the ball. Reese Evans working on him on defense. Babcock with it. Passing it back and forth between him and Breeden. Erickson. Babcock going to try and work inside now. McFarland playing some really good, tight defense to him. No, be Denon. He already has a goal today. Back across over to Babcock. McFarland playing some great defense yet again on Babcock, sticking right with him. Regis working behind the net.
Put him on skates there for a second.
Reese Evans really kind of got lucky. He got his footing when he did. Yet again, Babcock trying to go against McFarland. Nearly knocks down McFarland and takes a shot. Great job there from Jacqueline McFarland playing tight defense there on Babcock.
Yeah, that's a lucky one too. Jonah Hirschhorn's lucky to be able to see that ball because even though defender was there in his face, it was a good shot opportunity for Regis. Good save there by Jonah Hirschhorn.
So Vista will get their substitutions in here. Bonjean with it. McFarland back with it. At the top. Trying to create some movement here. Ward with it. Ward shakes his defender. Cuts back the other way. Fakes the shot and then gives it to Bonjean. Bonjean back over to McFarland. Vista really trying to set up their attack here from the midfield side of things. Gives it in the middle to Currington. Currington now motioning back behind the net to Govett. Vinny Mata playing some great defense here for Regis. Not giving him any room. Ward gets it, gets shoved, stays on his feet though. Now here comes Govett from behind the net. Takes a shot, and great job there from Jake Govett.
That play started from Jake Ward, the freshman. Giving his defender a little bit of a shimmy, breaking him a little bit, causing the cut for Jake Govett to get an open shot on goal.
Govett really did some good stuff there. I mean, he gave him a couple shot fakes and then just put that one right up into the top left corner. Ties up the game with a minute left.
Yeah, Jake Ward, he's only a freshman. He's a little guy, so you can kind of hide around. He's quick. Great job there by Jake Ward.
Nolta Castle yet again out for the face-off. Ball still on the ground. Still up for grabs here. Nolta finally, after chasing it 40 yards down the field, gets it and then just gets knocked over.
Yeah, it could have been a push in the back there. Missed call there from the ref.
Vinny Mata with it, crossing the midfield. Over to Jake Taylor. Back to Mata. Mata going to retreat now back to his own side. Shea Hennessy with Taylor. Regis is going to, I think, just run down the clock here and try and take the last shot now with only 34 seconds left. Shea Hennessy gets around his defender. Doesn't see anyone open on the inside. Now Castle and Desmond going back and forth. Castle going against Bonjean. Bonjean playing some good defense here. Shot goes behind the net. Wow. I'm not sure how John Hirschhorn saw that one. That was a bang play there. And time will run out. Great job there by Jonah Hirschhorn right at the end of the quarter.
That shot was right there on the crease too. What an incredible save.
Great reflexes there from Jonah Hirschhorn.
I don't know if he saw that ball. I think it just hit him. And
he just kind of reacted one way and it came in.
He'll say that he saw that ball and created the save. So
we'll give it to him on that one. Yeah. So at the end of the first quarter, it is Mount Vista 3, Regis Jesuit 3.
Kind of what we expected. If a team won the ball in the midfield, they were going to control it in the attacking side. Whichever team has done that has come out on top, and both teams have done that equal opportunities, and it's 3-3.
And really, it seems like kind of all except for one time, it seems like whoever won the face-off scored the goal on that possession. Yeah. Even though the ball might have gone back and forth a couple of times.
Both teams are winning the midfield battle equally, so it's going to be interesting here in the second quarter and for the rest of the game.
Alrighty, so we're about to start the action back up again. Vista and Regis tied 3-3 here, coming into the start of the second quarter. Face off here, won by Mountain Vista. Some good stuff from Landon Nolta here on the face-off game.
Yeah, glad to see Nolta finally winning some face-off this year. He struggled here in the first couple games, and looks like he's getting his bearings back together.
At least so far here.
At least so far.
Don't want to jinx it again.
Him.
So it will be McFarland working up the field now for Vista. Nearly loses it, but keeps control. Behind the net. Looks to be Cam Hancock. First time we've seen him in this game. He's been playing with a little bit of an injury. He actually fractured his chin in practice.
Yeah. Tried hitting goalie Jonah Hirschhorn, and Jonah Hirschhorn is not a small dude, so and Cam Hancock's not the biggest kid, so that was not a good battle there for Cam, but it seems to be okay.
Ward with it. Ward, really some great moves here from Jake Ward. Hancock loses control of that one, and it'll be Vinny Mata. And so now Regis working down the field. They're going to get a bit of a fast break opportunity here. And a drop ball there from Regis, so Vista will be able to kind of keep their cool and be able to make their substitutions here for defense.
Yeah, great poke check there by Simon May to stop the fast break.
Regis working back behind the net again. Castle up towards the midfield. Gives it down to Denon. Denon back up the midfield. And it'll be Babcock with it. Babcock working against DJ Surdock. Rips a shot from 15 yards out and misses. Regis will keep control, though.
If you're Mountain Vista, you'll take that all day. You'll take those long shots.
Lindauer working against Ringhofer. Then in over to Babcock. Babcock to Castle on the far side of the field. Castle going to work up the field now, playing against Jack McFarland. Gets around McFarland, and great shot there from Joe Castle, putting that one in the top right corner.
Yeah, if you're Mountain Vista, you might want to put a long pole there on Castle. He's had a great year, and I don't know if McFarland's able to guard him with a short stick.
I mean, we've seen McFarland play pretty good defense today, and I mean, really, that's the first time we've seen McFarland kind of slip up and give his the opposing player a little bit of room there.
Yeah, at least give him some help there, too, just in case he breaks away. There was no help there for McFarland.
Coming on the field for Mountain Vistas, number 24, Chris Perella. Face off. Won by Nolta. Possession goes to Mountain Vista. Getting battered all around, and this ball is just, I'm not even sure where that ball went.
It looks like Nolta tried a behind-the-back pass there. It was a little bit wild.
Especially for a face-off guy.
Yeah. Coach is not going to be too happy about that one.
So Regis successfully clears this one. Be Patrick Rowe. Rowe with it again on the near sideline. Going back behind the net. Ringhofer with it now behind the net. Jake Taylor with it. Regis getting their substitutions on the field. Desmond has it at the 40. Passes it down to Brennan. Brendan making a move on McFarland. Back behind the net to Ringhofer. Ringhofer going to try and get around Lindauer here. Lindauer really playing some good defense, and might have been I think a foul there for a hit to the head on Lindauer, but no call. Ringhofer's shot did go wide to the left, but Regis keeps control.
That was great defense there from Jack Lindauer to stay with his man the whole time, keeping stick-to-body contact.
And we'll have a penalty here. I didn't see what it was, but Vista will have possession. Bonjean will get the ball here for Vista at the 40. Gives it to Ward on the far sideline. Back to Bonjean. Bonjean across to McFarland. McFarland, not the best pass, but Bonjean handles it. And Bonjean rips one out there. Great save from, Matt McCarthy.
That was an awkward shot, too. That's low to the ground, skimmer. Those are hard for goalies sometimes.
You just don't quite know where that ball's going to bounce up, and great play there by McCarthy to save that one. Breeden with it, gives it to Rowe. Ringhofer behind the net. Ringhofer gets a pick there. Passes it off. Shot goes wide and is caught there by Jack Lindauer. Lindauer looked a little surprised to catch that one.
On that possession, Regis really couldn't get anything going, so they tried to force a shot there, and goalie Jonah Hirschhorn was there he was ready for it.
And that was Babcock there. Tried to put that one in. And bad pass there from Jonah Hirschhorn to Griffin Bonjean, so Regis gets control, and there's another failed clear from Mountain Vista.
You know, that's not really on the goalie there. None of the players were open. None of them were getting open, so he had to force a pass, and unfortunately it was...
Threw it over the head of Bonjean. Yeah. Erickson and Denon going back and forth here. Gives it to Castle. Shot there coming in from, it looked to be Babcock. And that one went wide to the left. Regis gets possession though. Erickson with the ball. Trying to make a move here. Right up on the crease. Gets a chance there and a good save there by Hirschhorn. And the rebound, second chance there from Erickson. Saved again by Jonah Hirschhorn.
Great save there. Point blank, low shot to the feet. Was able to make that great save. We saw this a lot there in the first half in the beginning where Mount Vista really couldn't get possession on their side, and Regis was taking advantage of it, but it looks like Mount Vista is really doing a good job of keeping Regis out of the net, back of the net.
Ward with the ball now for Vista on the offensive side of the field. They're going to try and tie this one up here with 6 minutes left in the second. Hancock going to move inside, gives it behind the net to Govett. Govett to Ward. Ward takes a shot and goal.
He's tiny but mighty.
That one was a laser there by Jake Ward. Great shot, Jake Ward, the freshman, tying this one up with just under 6 minutes left.
Great find from Jake Govett. Found a wide open man in the middle of the field. Jake Ward coming up big in this really big game against Regis.
I mean, offensively, Ward has looked very good, you know, really making defenders miss and creating his opportunity and getting guys open. And then that time he gets himself open, and great shot from Jake Ward.
I believe he has 2 goals and an assist already, so he's been part of almost all of Mount Vista's points.
Nolta loses the ball. It'll be possession to Regis. Erickson with the ball for Regis, gives it behind the net to Ringhofer. To Taylor. Just kind of that clockwork passing there from Regis, as we've seen. Erickson trying to get a shot here and right in front of the net. Good defense, though, from Vista. And this time they'll successfully clear the ball. So McFarland has it now for Vista. McFarland gives it to Ward. Bonjean with it now. Bonjean just kind of dancing around on the far side there. Govett now with it. Going to try and get up and around. Ward thinks about taking a shot, pulls it down though. Gives it to Hancock. Cam Hancock there gets a little check from Mata. Hits him right in the stick and loses control. So now it'll be a race here to see who gets it. And it'll be Vista possession. Good job there by Jake Govett on the heads up there to get over. And now Govett takes a shot. Good save there again by McCarthy. And so now Regis is going to have a bit of a fast break here. Gives it inside to Mata. Mata doesn't control the pass, but Taylor gets it on the other side of him. Good check there from McFarland, it looks like.
Can you hear that pop all over?
Yeah, it was a big hit there. And so possession will go to Vista. I'm sorry, it was not Lindauer. It looked like it was Palin Brooks. And so we'll have a timeout here for Mount Vista. 4 minutes left here in the second. I mean, a little bit slower of a quarter than the first one, but really a lot better defense from both sides of the field.
If you're Mount Vista, that's the way you want it. You don't want to allow Regis to get a couple scrappy goals. You want to be able to keep it close here for the second half. And Mount Vista's doing a really good job. If they turn the ball over, they're getting back and preventing a fast break, which is really slowing down Regis's attack.
Really, I mean, this is such a tight game. It's just like whenever one team gets ahead, or I'm sorry, whenever Regis gets ahead, it's like Vista punches right back. Vista still hasn't had a lead yet.
It's like it's like both teams have the same game plan. Control win the midfield, control the ball a little bit, create some plays, get a goal. Both teams have been doing that all game.
And I mean, really, I think you got to credit a lot of the great play here for Vista and really just kind of coming back from their midfield. I mean, McFarland, Ward, Bonji, all of them are having just great games. I mean, McFarland, really playing superstar defense here from a midfielder point of view, especially. I mean, might as well just give him a long pull at this point and really just see what he can do. But
can't forget about the Mount Vista goalkeeper either. Jonah Hirschhorn's made
some
quite a few saves.
Great saves. I mean, a lot of them coming from point blank as well.
Really keeping them in the game right now. There's a successful clear there for Mount Vista.
I don't know if it's necessarily clear if they start from out-bouncing ball.
I think they'll take it. They'll take it as a clear.
we'll chalk it down as one for the stat sheet. So Ward will get the ball here for Vista. Ward going to work inside now. Gives it behind to Govett. Govett looked like he was trying to take a shot there. Didn't quite get his room that he wanted. Passed it out to Ward. Currington back on the field now for Vista. Currington behind the net now for Mount Vista.
That sun's really starting to poke through now. Might cause some issues there for the goalies.
A little bit of a passing mishaps, maybe a little more too.
Definitely an issue for the
looking westward.
Definitely an issue for the announcers. You can't really see the field.
Hancock now with the ball. He's got like 3 dudes on top of him. I don't know how he got that pass off.
Looks like he got football tackled there for a second. Questionable there from the referee.
Just got sandwiched by every single defender that was on that side. Bonjean with it, 2:30 left in the second.
Very important possession here for Mount Vista. Look to control the clock here. Wind down the second quarter with some positives.
He's going to take it back to the midfield, give his guys a chance to kind of catch their breath, I think. Work his way up. Bonjean looking like a one-man show, trying to get it up there. Loses possession and then gains it back and takes a shot that goes wide to the right. Vista maintains possession. Govett with it behind the net, working against Dom Mata. McFarland now back at the 30-yard line to Jake Ward. Ward and Govett going to switch sides now. Ward gives it to McFarland. McFarland thinks about the shot, pulls it down. Hancock over to the far sideline. That's Bonjean. Bonjean takes a shot. Good save there by McCarthy. Shot was kind of right at McCarthy a little.
Yeah, that's a little disappointing there for Mount Vista. They controlled the ball for about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and they really didn't get a play going there.
They were passing the ball so well too.
They were passing around the perimeter, but they never really had any cutters or any ball movement inside the goal.
And so, the timeout, Regis, I believe.
Man, don't you love Colorado? It was really
The
cloudy there for a second.
cloudy
Now the
and
sun's out. You can't really see.
sun is just blasting us in the face.
Need my shades on.
Minute 17 left in the second. Still tied here. Alrighty, we're about to come back from the timeout now. Regis will have possession with a minute left. I think they're going to go to what they did in the first quarter, try and run the clock down, take that last shot. Erickson with the ball. I'm sorry if I don't announce any names here. It's very hard to see the numbers with the sun just hitting us right in the face like it is right now. Looks like it is Babcock with it. Over to Denon. Behind the net is, looks like Jack Ringhofer. Babcock with it again. Babcock working inside now. It'll be Regis' ball off the missed shot from Babcock. Jack Ringhofer with the ball. The younger of the two Ringhoff brothers on Regis.
It's quite the name there, Ringhoff.
Yeah, Ringhofer. Shot goes in there from Babcock. Regis will take the lead.
Now, the sun's going to be an issue there. I'm not sure if there was a good play there by Regis, but I wonder if the sun's playing a role there for
Right, I mean, it was
Jonah
coming
and
off.
Jonah Hirschhorn and the Regis goalie.
Shot came from that side of the field.
And for McCarthy, it's going to be, for McCarthy, the Regis goalkeeper, it's going to be plays that are coming from his left side. That's going to be an issue. And for Jonah Hirschhorn, it's going to be for the right side. So it'll be interesting to see if Mount Vista can get the ball here in 18 seconds.
Hopefully the sun will set fast enough, I guess, here in halftime that it doesn't affect either team too bad. 18 seconds left here, so if Vista wants to tie this one, they're going to have to move quickly. Possession goes to Vista. Good job again by Landon Nolta. Nolta's going to cook this one down the field now. Over to, looks like it's Hancock on the far side with 4-3. Takes the shot. It goes out of bounds. With 1 second left, Vista's going to maintain possession.
That was a great opportunity from Cam Hancock. He was going to want that one back.
Inbound goes way over everyone's head there from Bonjean. Really, no one had a chance there. And so at the end of the first half, Mountain Vista down 4-5 to Regis Jesuit. We'll be back here in a few minutes with the first half summary and look ahead to the second half. All right, and we're coming back from the break now. Vista down 5-4. And I mean, so we'll kind of do a recap here of the game. I mean, really, this game has been just absolutely controlled at the midfield, both sides of the ball, I think.
It's been a very even game for both sides. Both sides are pretty much doing the same thing. Both sides, if a team wins a face-off, they control it for a couple minutes in their own half, or for as long as possible, and they either get a shot on goal or they turn the ball over. So it's pretty much the same for both sides. And also, I think the true winner of the first half was the Sun. The Sun's killer.
Yeah, the sun is really absolutely blinding everyone up here in the booth and on the field as well. I mean, we've seen some dropped passes from that have been coming in from that side of the field.
Yeah, some people have fallen down on the bleachers. You know, I don't think they can see the steps. So yeah, it's affecting both people.
Everyone's getting hit here by the sun.
Excuse my partner there with his voice crack. You know, we all go through it sometime. Let's get back to this lacrosse game and stop talking about that.
Some of us get it later than others, I guess. All right, we're about to start back up here. Face off is on the ground. Both teams fighting for possession here, right on the 40-yard line. And looks like Regis will win it. We'll go behind the net to Ringhofer. Both of the Ringhofer brothers, Ringhofer, however you want to say it, I guess, on the field here for Regis. Babcock with it. Babcock to Castle. Just going back and forth here.
You know, if you're Mount Vista going into the second half with a score of 5-4, you'll take that against a team that scores so many goals in Regis.
Shot comes in there from Denon, and it'll go right behind Jonah Hirschhorn.
Right on cue.
Don't get the commentator's curse on that one.
Nope.
Regis puts that one in. That'll put him up 2. Vista still has not led in this game.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with Mount Vista, but they always, for some reason, like to start very slow in the beginning of a quarter. So hopefully they can get their heads straight and maybe come back again. That's not a good trend to be a slow starter in every single quarter in a lacrosse game. Yeah.
Not at all, especially when this game just can go so fast on you. I mean, really, that first half just kind of felt like the time went by so quickly.
Yeah.
Regis with possession at the face-off. Take this one all the way down the field. Great defense, though, there from Jack Lindauer. Stripped it right out of the hands of Patrick Rowe. Regis gains possession again, though. Great hit yet again there from Duncan Cross that time.
Duncan lowering the boom. The Canadian man.
Putting his shoulder right down into him. Vista now has possession. Simon May with it. Hirschhorn now. Just trying to clear this again. Nearly gets the slip up there on Jake Ward. So Hancock gets the ball for Vista. McFarland gives it to Ward. Ward to Bonjean. McFarland with it now, trying to work inside a little more. Gives it to Hancock. Hancock gets around his defender. Gives it back to McFarland. McFarland to Ward. Ward to Bonjean on the far sideline. Bonjean pass over the head of Jake Ward. Bad possession there for Mountain Vista.
Yeah, not what you're looking for there from Mount Vista.
Absolute missed opportunity. Regis working on the clear now. They'll get it across the field. It'll be Babcock with it. Regis working on the far sideline behind the net now. Denon trying to work inside a little more. Gives it to Babcock on the far side. Ringhofer behind the net. Be Babcock with it. Wow. Babcock from laying on the ground scored that one.
He scored the. I had to like check my eyes for a
I
second.
know.
There's no way.
I wasn't quite sure.
He was on the ground.
And put that one in. Wow.
What a play there. Where's the ESPN song?
Yeah.
Like da 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 da.
Laying on the ground and shooting.
Wow. He gets sandwiched there by two Mountain Vista defenders and gets rocked and then still is able to score. What a
I'm
what
a
a
little
play.
bit speechless after that one. Vista with the ball yet again. Bonjean gives it to McFarland.
Mountain Vista really needs to capitalize right here. They can't go down by 3 or 4 more goals.
McFarland gives it behind the net to Currington. Currington looked like that pass got intercepted, but snuck by Regis defender. Jake Ward with it again at the midfield. Vista's going to set up their offense. Ward slipping and falling down. Loses control of the ball.
It looks like Regis, the coach for Regis, he made a different game plan for their defense. Double team at the top of the key, and it's really screwing with Mount Vista, not allowing them to get anything inside.
Putting a lot more pressure on the ball holder.
Yeah, they don't know how to deal with it right now.
Mata with it to Jake Taylor. Taylor scored early in this game. Haven't seen anything from him since. Leading goal scorer for Regis. Shea Hennessy working at the top of the midfield here with Brendan. Regis on the far side of the field now. Good check there from names who I do not know. And that is Bennett Baker out there playing defense for Vista.
Cool story there for Bennett
Yeah,
Baker. He
wow.
didn't play lacrosse throughout all of high school. He's a basketball player and just decided one day to come out and play lacrosse, and he's made a really good impact there for Mount Vista this year.
Comes into the game and gave him a
Lowers
good
the
check.
broom,
And
yeah.
then
That's a way to get your team back into the game.
Ringhofer behind the net. Ringhofer giving it into the middle. Breeden with it. Breeden and O'Shag Hennessy going back and forth here with the ball. O'Shag Hennessy now got a little bit of room to run. Oh my.
Point blank shot
Wow.
again. Breaking down the
poor
Mountain Vista
defense.
defense. Yeah.
From Mountain Vista.
If you're Coach Chris Herron for Mountain Vista, you really need to take a timeout right now. Try to get your young defense back together.
Try and see if they can get their heads straight, because, I mean, they were just all over the place there. Nolta. Regis will get possession here coming out of the faceoff. Working behind the net now. Breeden with it over to Castle. Taylor and Castle going back and forth here. 5:30 left in the third quarter. Ringhofer takes a shot and looks like it went in.
Mount Vista's defense is really flustered right now.
They just
I'm not
can't,
sure what's going on.
Yeah, they timeout here from Mount Vista. I mean, they are just getting absolutely destroyed here.
That's kind of a
in the
late
third
timeout
quarter.
by Mount Vista coach Chris Hare, and that timeout needs to come a lot earlier, because now your team's down 5 goals in the later part of the third quarter.
They really got to figure things out here with time starting to run down a little bit.
Yeah.
Down 5 goals. It's a little tougher now.
Against a Regis team like this too, it's going to be hard to come back from 5 goals down, because they do a really good job controlling the clock. Whatever the adjustment the Regis coach made at halftime is really working out.
Yeah,
On defense and in offense.
Offensively, I mean, they've just torn apart this defense.
Well, and on defense too, for Regis, double teaming the guy on the top of the queue, trying to create a play is not allowing Mount Vista to create anything on the offensive side.
Vista down 5 now. Really got to start getting some possessions here on the offensive side of things. Pass goes over the head there of Lindauer. Scoops it up. Hirschhorn with it now. Vista working for the clear already here. Not something you want to do right off the face-off. Jack McFarland gets around the defender. That was Jake Taylor that he got around. McFarland gives it to Govett. Govett to Joe Currington. Bonjean on the far side of the field. Bonjean going to work inside, gets a pick there from McFarland. No room to run, though. Currington with it now on the near sideline. Over to Govett. Govett trying to make a move on his defender. Doesn't get any space, though. Ball gets past Hancock there. And it'll be offsides, I believe, on Mount Vista, so Regis will get the ball.
Sloppy again there for Mount Vista. They really can't get anything going right now in the midfield or in the on the offensive side.
Regis working behind the net again. This time their offense looks a little similar to what they've done in the first half. That kind of clockwise rotation of passing that they have.
Yeah, just wasting clock. They have a 5-goal lead, so no need to force anything.
Good defense there by Jack McFarland to strip that ball from Will Patter. McFarland gives it the long pass down to DJ Surdock. Surdock gives it to Jake Govett.
If you're Mount Vista, you really need to score on this possession or the next couple because you're kind of running out of time. And if you're going to start chipping away at the lead, it needs to come fast, sooner than
You
later.
got to shift the momentum as well. Luke Brown on the field now for Mount Vista, another freshman. Hancock with the ball.
Man, Regis is doing a really good job in closing down once a Mount Vista player gets the ball. There's no room at all in the middle of the field there for Mount Vista. All on the outside, and it's creating no chances.
Currington with the ball here for Vista now. Really got to try and create an opportunity now. Luke Brown falls down, trying to set up a pick. Currington just ran all the way across the field through several defenders. Not sure how he kept possession or the ball. And now Regis will create a turnover. But they'll shove him out of bounds, so Vista will get possession back. Jake Ward with the ball for Vista now. McFarland and Hancock going back and forth now. Ward back with the ball. Now Govett coming around the net. Great shot there from Jake Govett. Coming straight around the net and just kind of flipping it behind the back. That'll be a hat trick for Jake Govett now with his third of the day.
There you go for Mount Vista, starting to chip away at it. Now you need to get probably another one before the start of the fourth. Need to hold Regis to 0 points, 0 opportunities, and try to control the rest of this game.
Cuts the lead to 4, still pretty sizable lead for Regis. Minute 30 now left in the quarter. Vista down by 4. Ball on the ground after the face-off. And Regis will get possession. Castle with it. Castle takes a shot and it goes right past Hirschhorn again.
And that's another shot right down the middle of the defense. Wide open on goal. There's nothing a goalkeeper can do right there. That's a full-blown crank shot in the middle of the
defense just didn't even move.
No one
almost
stepped. There's
inside there to block Castle.
There's 2 Mountain Vista defenders just standing there. No one forced the double team. No one helped out the midfielder trying to guard him. They just let him run straight through and free shot on goal.
So back to a 5-point lead for Regis. Reyes Vista scores and tries to narrow it down. Regis comes back with a punch. Vista gets possession off the face-off. That's what they needed here. So Simon May will take it down the field for Vista now. Bonjean and McFarland going to work for the midfield for Vista now. Ooh, pass nearly goes wide there of Govett. Able to handle it though. Gives it over to Bonjean on the far sideline. Bonjean rips a shot. Goes wide to the right.
I think that was a frustrated shot there from Bonjean. Mount Vista's not really being able to create anything the past couple minutes, so that's just one of those, let's just kind of like a heat check shot, just to see if it'll go in.
Govett with it now. Twiner trying to work around the net, doesn't see anything, so passes it off to McFarland. McFarland to Ward. Bonjean going to take a shot from way out there. Goes wide to the right again. Govett with the ball now for Vista. Going to work around the net. Gives it to Hancock. Hancock hits a shot. Goes off of to be a Regis player.
Looks like a Regis player is down.
Down, yeah. And that shot might have gone off of Off of him, and on the ground it's Max Smith, senior defenseman. I thought it was looked like he kind of stopped for a second, just yelled out in frustration, but I think it was in pain rather than that.
Yeah, I thought the Regis goalie McCarthy made that save from Cam Hancock, but I
think it went off of I think it went off of Smith.
He's gonna feel that one in the morning.
Yeah. That's what you got to do though as a defender, is just put your body in front of the ball, and it's not the prettiest thing every time for the defender, but
gotta do what you gotta do.
So Vista really got to score a lot of goals fast here and play some good defense to even really just have a chance in this game.
Yeah, it's only 5 goals. You can score a lot in Lacrosse really fast, but against a team like Regis, it's going to be
you gotta play some defense. You gotta make sure you keep the ball on the attacking half of the field.
Gotta win some face-offs, just like the first half.
I don't know if the problem is necessarily winning face-offs. I think it's more the possession after the face-offs.
Getting the ground balls.
They'll win the face-off and then just immediately turn it over almost.
Yeah, Regis has won a lot more ground balls than we have than Mount Vista this second half, and that's you could really tell by the scoreboard. Regis has had way more possession than we have, and Vista really needs to win those ground balls because Nolta, he's getting the ball out, but no one's there to pick up the ground balls. Looks like a goalie change there for Regis.
No, it looks like McCarthy's still in there.
McCarthy?
Still McCarthy. So Nolta, it's the face-off to the Regis side of the field. They can't maintain possession, though, and so they'll just go back and forth, and Hancock finally scoops this one up.
Yeah, that was interesting. All 3 of the Mount Vista players were on the Regis' side, and
oh my God! What a shot from Ken Hancock behind the back. Flag down on the field.
It was like one of those scoop. I don't think it was behind the back. It was a scoop. It was a one-handed scoop around to the side. I don't know how to call that.
Wow. There was a flag down on the field.
And that's a way to get your team hyped right there.
Oh my
Try to get them back
God.
in the game. Yeah, where's the ESPN? Da-na-na-na-na.
We've had almost 2 of those in this game. My God.
Maybe that can give some energy to the Mount Vista team to maybe get,
Hopefully
get a couple
it does.
more
I mean,
back.
that game, 19 seconds into the 4th.
Yeah, that's exactly what you needed.
Quick goals. So it looks like it'll be Regis will have a man down here off a penalty.
This is what you need for Mount Vista. Capitalize on these. Chip away at this lead.
I mean, really, this is a huge play here. You just scored. Now your opportunity. You got a man up.
Momentum is on our side. We just got to win these face-offs, the ground balls, and chip away at this lead.
Ball picked up there from Vista on the face-off. Now they got a bit of a chance here. They got a 4-on-3 working, but Regis gets down the field fast enough.
That's smart, though. Hold up the ball, create a play, take advantage of this man down.
Bonjean gives it over to Govett. We'll put Jake Ward in the X spot behind the net now. Govett will play more towards the midfield. Hancock thought about the shot, pulled it down though.
After that last goal, he can shoot from wherever he wants.
That one nearly goes in there.
Is that another penalty? Another one.
Another flag down.
Yeah, it looks like Hancock got clipped there after he shot the ball. It was a really late check.
This will be another penalty.
If you're Mount Vista, you've got to capitalize on this.
Now you're 2 men up.
You're 2 men up. There's no need. You shouldn't score on this possession.
And I mean, you can see kind of the Regis defenders all kind of got together there, and a couple of them put their stick on their head like, oh crap, what are we going to do with this one? So it's a 6-on-4
6-on-4, yep.
advantage for Vista.
You gotta capitalize on these. There's not much time there on the first man down, so you need to capitalize on it. Looks like the Regis player's getting ready to come back in. Yep, there he comes.
And he comes back in now. So Vista's still a man up, not their 2-man up like they just were.
6-on-5 though, still.
Vista's just kind of going around in a circle, trying to find some space, but Regis is really covering this up well. Hancock takes another shot there. Good save by McCarthy. So we'll give McCarthy time to get back to the net here before they inbound the ball. Bonji now with the shot, and wow! Govett with the ball fake.
Was that a hidden ball trick?
That
I think it was.
Govett acted like he had the ball, but Jake Ward kept it and then gave it to Bonji, and McCarthy was facing the other direction.
He does not want to see that one in film tomorrow. He was not even facing the right direction. That was a wide open goal there for Mount Vista.
I was wondering what was happening there because
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I lost the ball too. I had no idea where that thing was either. Hey, well now
wow.
Mount Vista's down by 3. They're chipping away slowly. Momentum's on their side.
And they still have 10 minutes in this game too.
Yeah, they scored 3 goals in 2 minutes, so definitely possible. They're doing good.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
So, I mean,
I'm lost for words.
back-to-back stunning goals for Vista. Another win. Nolta trying to keep possession though.
Almost a win.
This one just kind of bouncing around on the ground. And it looks like Currington will get to it. We'll have a timeout, Regis or Vista.
That's a needed timeout there for Regis. They 2 back-to-back like top plays. They need a timeout. And I think we need a timeout too to reflect on what just happened.
Yeah. Second to kind of catch your breath.
Yeah.
Vista that took a timeout there to maintain possession, I think, more than anything. So Vista coming out of the timeout with possession. McFarland with it. Working against. Looks to be Patrick Rowe. Hancock now working around the net. Bonjean with it now. Back behind the net to Govett. Govett trying to create some space there. Was a good pick. McFarland with it now. McFarland to Bonjean. Bonjean trying to create a chance. Really just gets wrestled around there and shot. Good save there by McCarthy. So Regis now has the ball on the Vista side of the field. Ball bounces up in the air. Schaffham on the ground. Good save by Jonah Hirschhorn now. And so Vista will go on the clear.
What a save.
Whistle blown. Got a player down on the ground. It's Jake Taylor.
That's not good for Regis.
That's
top goal scorer.
Top of the goal scorer. Hasn't been too much of a factor in this game, but.
Was he have 18 goals this year?
18.
In 5 games. That's
it's
pretty good.
Pretty ridiculous.
All right. Yeah. Seems to be all right though. Running off on
Yep.
his own power.
Might have just gotten the wind knocked out of him.
And it looks like there's an interference on Mountain Vista, so it's gonna be Regis' possession.
Looks like we got some confusion on the field. Whose ball it is. Still remains Regis's though.
Yeah, I believe it is Regis' ball. Should be. Not sure why the parents are complaining, but I think it's good by the referee.
Anders Eriksson now.
Mount Vista's double teaming now. It's
Yeah.
trying to take Regis' play. It's working out.
Yep. Really, Regis hasn't had any. And they'll call it Regis' ball again. That one you can be a little more angry about.
Yeah, not sure what he's.
Not sure what the ref saw there.
Maybe it was a skim or a deflection or something, but
either way.
The ref might need a new prescription or something for his eyes.
Regis going to try and kill as much clock time as they can, I think, with this possession, though. 8 minutes left. Shot taken there. Goes wide to the right. Regis will get possession. Regis back with the ball. It's Ringhofer. I'm sorry, Babcock.
And Regis is just going to stay here in their own half and just hold the ball.
Yep.
And they're going to make Vista do something and try to get the ball back.
DJ Surdock falls down, trying to work against Babcock. Anders Eriksson with it. Ringhofer with it behind the net. DJ Eriksson working against him. Eriksson tries to get it inside. Looks like it was deflected. And Vista will have possession. Good defensive work there by Mount Vista. Didn't allow a good shot there.
Mount Vista needed a defensive stand. They didn't have one for a while, and that was good. Time to chip away at more of that lead.
Whoa, McFarland just tiptoeing on the sideline there. Ball goes on the ground. Good play there by Cam Hancock coming out of nowhere to give possession back for Vista. Great job by McFarland to kind of box out. Looks like it was Mata. Ward giving it behind the net to Govett. Govett going to try and work around like he has in this game. Sorry, that's Hancock with it. Ball got deflected. Still on the ground. Oh, yep, and that's poor penalty there from Jake Govett. Cross-checked him right in the back, trying to get that ball.
Yeah, if it was a little more shoulder, it would have been okay. But it was a cross-check there, and that's not okay.
Right in the back.
Yeah.
You can't have silly penalties like that down 3 and give Regis a chance to go man up.
Yeah, with 6 minutes left in the fourth, you're down by 3. You need to take all the chances you can get, and having a silly penalty is not. That's going to set you back.
Official call was a slash. If it was a slash, I didn't see it, but either way, there was a penalty there. Vista working with a man down. Breenden gives it over to Jake Taylor. Back in the game after going down.
Good sign for Regis.
Regis doing their clockwise passing like they have. Erickson behind the net gives it
That's
in. Wow.
another point
Another
blank shot.
just wide open
No
shot.
one, no one was stepping. No one slid over to help out the man. That was just another point blank shot from 7 or 8 yards out. Nothing a goalkeeper can do there.
Jake Taylor with that shot puts Regis back up by 4. I mean, really, if you're Jonah Hirschhorn here, you got to be. Yeah, you can see the clear frustration here from up here, looking down at Jonah. He kind of put his hand up and
He's asking where his
you could almost hear him
defense is.
say, "Where were you?"
Yeah, that's. I know they were a man down and all, but
You just don't send a guy behind the net then if you're a
yeah,
man down.
you don't leave a guy like that wide open without sliding. And they're sliding
You
way
gotta
too
move
late.
someone there. Regis wins the face-off. Castle with the ball. Behind the net is Ringhofer. Regis making a substitution here. Breeden with the ball.
All Regis needs to do really is just to control the clock, keep the ball on their side, don't try anything too fancy, and don't force the ball. And
Behind the back shot there from Jake Taylor.
wow, caught me blinking for a second.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Another man wide open on the crease. That shot was a little slower though. You know, you'd expect Jonah Hirschhorn to make that save maybe, but
It was on the crease, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
still though.
still behind the
way,
back
way
on the
too,
crease. That's
way too close.
Coach Chris Herron for Mount Vista. We're gonna watch the film tomorrow and not be happy with his defense.
No.
You know, it might be because it's a very young defense and they're not really communicating it the way they should. So maybe that's something you work in practice. I don't know. But
Yeah, they're just not moving to the ball. So Vista back down by 5, and just when you think they have a chance to get back in it, get right back out of it, shooting themselves in the foot. DJ Surdock with it. Bonjean with it now at the midfield. This is going to have to move a little quicker than this if they want to get back in this game. Shot goes in there by Bonjean. Good shot there from Griffin Bonjean. Vista back within 4.
they're gonna need a couple more of those.
Yes.
It's gonna take a couple one-man shows to be able to do
Yeah.
this. Can't really pass the ball around too much. You gotta go.
If you do pass the ball, it's got to be quick.
It's gotta be quick.
You really got to rely on guys to make their cuts inside and everything now.
Yeah, we really haven't seen that at all during
No,
this
Vista-
game.
Vista's
Mount
really
Vista's
just
they've not been
passed it,
cutting. They
yeah.
haven't not much movement. And I think that's a good kudos to the Regis defense. They're not allowing cutters, and they're really taking away a lot of opportunities for Mount Vista.
Castle flipped up from behind.
Might have been a little bit of
No
a flop
call,
there.
yeah.
He did a full flip, so I don't know how much he really pushed him, but
Ward with it. Or I'm sorry, that's Hancock on the far side. And it'll be ruled Regis ball.
sloppy.
Poor handling there. Now the ball back on the ground. And looks like Regis will get possession back. It'll be timeout Regis.
That's
Good-
smart.
Yeah, good timeout to keep
Smart.
the possession there.
That's gonna allow Regis to really just get control and control the clock, not force not to let any turnovers happen.
We're just inside 4 minutes now. This is still down by 4. Already about to come back out of the timeout. Regis with possession. 3:48 is the official time left. So Vista will just leave a wide open net. Not really sure what the strategy is there, but Anders Eriksson missed a wide open shot and then puts that one right in the 5-hole of Jonah Hirschhorn. Not really sure what the strategy there was.
You know, they're trying. I think they were
trying to force a
they're going to use
turnover, but
goalie Jonah Hirschhorn as another defender, but it kind of backfired there and left Jonah
Left
with a
it-
1v1
yeah.
on the front of the net.
so Regis back up 5, and I think that one just kind of puts this one almost a little too far out of reach with
You
only
know,
3:30 left.
Talking about the whole young team for Mount Vista, on defense, they've only played 2 games. Regis has played 5, so they've had a lot more
They have
real
a lot
game
more
time
experience.
for the young players and their defense. So communication for Mount Vista in this only playing 2 games is not there right now. We can obviously see that, and then maybe that's something they can get more game experience and work on.
So a false start here by Regis, so Vista will get possession. And really, this is a quick turnaround here for Vista after this one, playing on Saturday against Cherry Creek. So, I mean, you got another big game followed by this one. You got to hope they can figure things out. Don Mata with the strip there. A ball wide open in front of the net on the ground.
Yeah, for Mount Vista, that game's going to be a must-win against Cherry Creek.
Yeah, especially after losing here to Regis, you have to be able to come back strong.
Those are 2 of the top teams in the state, and to drop, if you're going to drop a game to both of them, it's going to really hurt your ranking, not only state and national.
And they're using Jonah Hirschhorn here as the extra defender, following Jake Taylor around. Just kind of going man on man here. So we not sure what the foul there was, but Vista gains possession. I just stepped out of bounds, I think.
Down by 5, Mount Vista. They really need to, if they're going to come back, they got to score now.
Like right now.
Like right now.
like throw the ball down the field.
Yep. At this point, Hail Marys are about the only option you got.
Jake Ward with it.
They really just need to drive in, try to get something on goal.
Make a cut. 2 minutes left. McFarland now. Gonna try and work his way inside somehow. Does get in there and around, but not a very good shot attempt, and Mata will come up with it.
Regis has been doing a good job of sliding on defense. If a Mount Vista attackman gets by a defender, they always got a guy sliding and helping out.
Vista down 5 with under 1:30 left now. Have another whistle blown, and it'll be Vista possession. Time to chuck it.
Yeah, start throwing some Hail Marys there. Wrong sport, but you know it can work. Gotta try something new at this point.
Jake Ward jumping up in the air to catch that pass.
His best jump man impression.
Little man's got some ups there.
You know, he's wearing the 32. Flip that around, that's Michael Jordan, so it's pretty close.
There you go. That's where he gets it from. Bonjean with it now. And shot coming in from Govett. Good shot there from Govett. Just kind of ripped out one right by him.
That's one of those garbage time goals.
Yeah.
So it's a little late. 50 seconds left.
Throw it as hard as you can and see what happens.
Yep. Hasn't really gone Mount Vista's way all day, and kind of late for it to be going our way.
Yeah, a little bit.
Is that his 4th goal today?
It's 4th
Wow.
goal. Bonjean with another assist.
Mount Vista hasn't played bad today. It's just that some of those couple defensive breakdowns has really hurt them.
Mm-hmm. Really, you eliminate those, and this is
it's a close
It's
game.
a 1-2 point 1-2 goal game.
Because we know Jonah Hirschhorn, he's had a lot of saves tonight, and you take away some of those point-blank shots, and Mount Vista's in this game.
Right. 40 seconds left now. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Vista possession.
Even though Regis is winning by 4 goals, Regis coach is not going to like all these turnovers at the end of the game.
Chris Perella running inside now. Haven't really called his name too much. He's got 4 defenders on top of him, just getting thrown around. And I don't even know where that ball came from, but it went in.
I think he's going to call that the windmill.
Is that Govett that scored that one?
I believe so.
It was Govett that just kind of
not sure how not sure how he did that, but it went in. So 28 seconds left. Can you call
30 seconds 3-point game?
Miracle on grass?
Turf.
Okay. Miracle on plastic.
Got to get a goal every 10 seconds.
Don't call it a comeback.
I'm not calling it a comeback.
Neither am I. It'll look a little better on the stat sheet, though, for Mount Vista.
Double digits
yeah.
both ways. Ball in the ground here. Both teams were trying to work for it. And Regis will get possession.
Looks like it's going to do it.
Yep. Joe Castle will run it down the sideline. Give the long pass. And 5 seconds left. And time will expire, so Vista will go down 13-10. Not what you want to see there for Mountain Vista. They really got to clean up the defense and I think work on possession maybe at the midfield to try and create some more offensive opportunities.
There's a lot of good and there's a lot of bad for Mountain Vista. There's more good than bad, but the bad really cost them today, and the defensive breakdowns. The last 3 goals that Regis scored were garbage goals. There's no reason for point-blank shots, turnovers in our own area. That's definitely avoidable, and for only playing 2 games, it's a very young season. There's potential there.
They gotta
clean it up a little bit.
You know, they go into film tomorrow, work on some things, and then take it to practice, Friday, and try and clean it up.
And for Regis, just what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Get the ball in their own half, control the clock.
They really just adjusted well in this game, I think.
Won the ground balls, and the second half they really controlled it.
All right, well, we thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you next Monday as Mountain Vista Baseball takes on Legend.